Hi, my name is James Rosano, and today I'm going to teach you how to throw the discus. So the first step at throwing the discus is that you want to line up the outside of the discus with your finger. So you want it placed on your pointer finger on like that first little indent, and then you want to turn your wrist just a little bit. And the way you get this started is you warm up and you just swing it around a little bit. And I like to do two, so that way I'm good and warmed up. And the first step out of here is this left leg is going to turn. So it's going to go here, and that's going to open up your hips so that you can get around more. And once that starts going, this right foot also follows. So your upper body is still facing the back, but your lower body is going towards the side. So the first step that you take is it's a sweeping motion out of the back of the circle and then into the circle. So that generates your power and that generates your speed around, but we can't get to that point until we first know what the actual first step is supposed to be. So once these 2 feet pivot, this foot, it doesn't plant here, but this is just to show you how it's supposed to look. It's gonna sweep out and then in. So once it sweeps out and in, then your foot drives into the middle of the circle. It's like a sprint down the left side of the sector. Once that happens, you're in a good position where you can start turning your right foot in. Once your right foot turns in, your hip is going to block. That's going to turn this left foot. And the whole point of this left foot is once this turns, this left foot is going to kick around your other side. So now instead of facing this side, you're going to be facing this side, but your upper body should still be facing the back. So once that happens, you're in a good power position, and the power position is just a basic throw where it's pretty much just a standing throw. You just wind up a little bit and then you just toss it. And in this position now, we're in a good position because we've already had enough velocity traveling through the circle where we can now get the throw started. So once this starts, now notice that I'm on my toes and notice that my knees are bent. You never want to have a flat foot, and you don't want your knees to be completely locked out. You lose power like that and you won't get as good of a throw as you think you will. So the next step is the disc is still all the way back here, and this right foot is going to start turning in. And once it gets to about the point where it can't really go anymore, this hip is going to block off. Once this hip blocks off, you should now be in like a C position where your back is now making a C. So your upper body is like this. It's back and your arm is up, and you're still facing the back of the circle if you can. So now what's going to happen is you start to turn a little bit more in. Once you do that, this left hand is going to block down into your ribs to generate the block, so that way you don't fall out of the front of the circle. Once you fall out of the front of the circle, it's a foul and your throw doesn't count. So this left arm comes down and it blocks, and that then makes your body turn more, which then you can come out of the throw and actually be able to throw the discus. So the entire walkthrough of it would be just sweep the leg first. Once that happens, turn the foot. Then your left leg kicks back. Okay, now you're in the power position. Now your foot turns a little bit more, you block, and then you throw it. So in full, I'm not going to throw it, but it looks a little something like this.